Welcome back to XASCAR, round number 3 at Volusia Speedway Park for the second race of our 4-race dirt swing early on into our racing season.
Drivers, start your engines!
And the command sounds off. Here we go with group number 1. We have David Bailey in the 32 and Roberto Crown Jr. in the 21. That makes up your front row. Row 2 is going to have the 24 of Nathan Orman and the 9 of Alpha D-Man. Can Alpha go 3 for 3? See how that goes. Row 3 is going to have the 43 of James Honeycutt, Alan Willoughby in the 15. Caleb Rose and Noah Twister rounds out the field. 20 laps around Volusia Speedway Park. Pace cars off, green flags in the air. We're racing from Volusia. 3 wide with Willoughby, Caleb Rose, and it looks like the 9 of Alpha D-Man through turns 1 and 2. First time down the back straightaway. It's going to be the 32 of David Bailey come around to lead lap number 1. Caleb Rose in the 84 making some moves on the bottom. He's going to look to take third from the 21 of Roberto Crown Jr. through turns 1 and 2. Can he get it done there? He will do so off turn number 2 as Bailey starts to pull away from the 24 of Orman into turn number 3. Behind them, Willoughby in the 15 takes over the 4th spot from the 21 of Roberto Crown Jr. Crown going backwards early on this race, as he's now going back to 6th in the number 21 machine. James Honeycutt in the 43, now underneath Willoughby. He'll take over the 4th spot off corner number 2. Down the back straightaway, Caleb Rose in the 84, reeling in the 32 of Bailey as we come off the corner. 3 laps complete of this 20-lap race, and it's only group number 1. A lot of side-by-side action here at Volusia as we head down the back straightaway. James Honeycutt now going to look underneath Caleb Rose into turn number 3. He's going to take the 2 spot here as we come off corner number 4, but Caleb Rose says otherwise. At least he tried to. And Rose will move back to 3rd. Honeycutt up to 2nd. Here comes Nathan Orman going to try to challenge, but meanwhile further on back, it's the 30 of Noah Twister. He's up to 6. He's going to look for a top 5 underneath the 21 of Roberto Crown Jr. in 3 and 4. He'll take it as we come off turn number 4. He's now going to look for the 4th spot heading into turn number 1 underneath Orman. He gets around him in turn number 1 through turn number 2. What's he got for the 84 of Caleb Rose? Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. The 30 of Noah Twisters on the move as we head into turn number 3. Alpha D-Man in the number 9. Sitting now in position number 6. He's trying to go 3 for 3 so far. He's won at Richmond and he won at Vancouver. Now he's going to look to see if he can get the win here at Volusia. The 30 of Noah Twister now moves up to 3rd, but James Honeycutt in the 43 is trying to run down the 32 of Bailey, but Bailey's been so strong consistently so far through 7.5 laps now of this first group. James Honeycutt is reeling them in even more so that time. But what does Noah Twister in the number 30 have for them? As Alan Willoughby gets by for 5th, is the 9 of Alpha now moves into 6th. He's got to try to get some kind of momentum if he wants to stay on that winning streak. Underneath in turn number 4, James Honeycutt too close to call for whoever led that lap, but here we go. James Honeycutt, your new race leader. He takes over the lead. Caleb Rose takes 3rd back. Twister starting to fall just a bit. Halfway in, the 43, the 32, 84. The 30, the 9, 24, 15, 21 in that order. Here we go towards the back. Twister's falling backwards. Orman's trying to make up ground. Alpha D-Man, the number 9's moved up to the 4th spot now, and he's got to try to block that bottom because here comes Orman, the number 24 machine. He's running in spot number 5, looking for position number 4. David Bailey has taken the lead back from James Honeycutt as we now have 8 laps remaining. Orman to the inside of Alpha, looking for fourth as we go through turns 1 and 2. Down the back chute as we go, ticking off more laps. Here comes the 24 of Orman. He picks up fourth, looking for third, looking at as he goes underneath Rose off corner number 4. He'll take third going into turn number 1. Caleb Rose going to try fighting back on the outside. He's going to try but can't make it stick that time. Down the back straightaway, it's Orman now into third. Here comes Roberto Crown Jr., number 21, trying to make up spots once again. Through turns 3 and 4, he's sitting in 6th, looking for top 5 in this group. David Bailey in the 32, looking for the race win here as he's going through turns 3 and 4. This will be 5 laps to go for the 32 of David Bailey. Honeycutt's in there for second. Orman now moves up to third as he's trying to hold off the 84 of Caleb Rose. But here comes Alpha in the number 9. What does he have left in the closing laps? Twister in number 30 is underneath the 21 of Roberto Crown Jr. looking for 6 as Willoughby rounds out the field in the 8th position. Alpha getting closer and closer to the bumper of the 84 of Rose, but Rose got the run that time. Here comes Orman at number 24, looking for the 2 spot from the 43 of Honeycutt through turns 3 and 4. Can't quite get the real estate he needed that time. Rose goes way up to the top side in turn number 1. Did that open the door for the 9 of Alpha D-Man as we come off corner number 2? Alpha's going to look to the bottom here in turn number 3. He'll look to take 4th and he'll get it off turn number 4. Twister number 30 now moves up to 6 as he got around the 21 of Roberto Crown Jr. about the same time when Alpha took the position away. And speaking of Twister, he's going to look underneath the 84 of Rose going into turn number 3. Twister's going to look to try off corner number 4. And he's got the position by and nose as we have the white flag. David Bailey off corner number 2. Down the back straightaway will look to win group number 1 and get the Dallas Renegades off to a good start for round number 3. David Bailey picks up the win in group 1. Honeycutt, then Orman. Alpha 4th, Twister, Caleb Rose, Roberto Crown Jr., and Alan Willoughby completes the field. So Group 2 here at Volusia will be up next. So Group number 2, after a thrilling Group number 1 race, we have JC and Anthony Hurd front row, Lucky Rowdy and NASCAR IndyCar. In row 2.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there's the call for group number 2 to start the engines. Row 3 will find Danny Steele and Kaya Morris, Robbie Steele, and Jason Albert will complete the 8-car Group 2 field. And pace cars off. We're underway after messing up the cameras for a bit. Through turns 1 and 2, first time for the second group. Looking like the 97 of GC to the early lead as we go 3 wide, and look at 3 wide for second. Danny Steele on the bottom, Anthony Hurd up top, and the 5 Lucky Rowdy through the middle. Anthony Hurd prevailed at the line, but Danny Steele gets the second spot overall. Anthony Hurd now moves back to position number 5, and here comes Robbie Steele at number 7. Started towards the rear of the field. He's now moved up to the 3rd spot, right behind his brother Danny. JC continues to lead the charge through turns 1 and 2 with 2 laps complete. Lucky Rowdy moves up the track as that opens the door for the 33 of Anthony Hurd and the 18 of Kyle Morris. Down the back straightaway, here comes Anthony Hurd at number 33, looking to take 3rd from Robbie Steele. He's got it as Kyle Morris is underneath Robbie now, looking to take 2nd. Danny Steele moves up to the high side. Anthony Hurd takes over the 2 spot. Here comes Kyle Morris. He'll take over 3rd. And the Steele brothers went from 2nd and 3rd back to 4th and 5th. Here comes the Northeast Dirt guys. Anthony Hurd and Kyle Morris, 2nd and 3rd respectively. Kyle Morris went up a little high there that time, and Robbie got by his brother Danny. Now he's looking for 3rd to get around the 18 of Kyle Morris. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. He's got 3rd. Steele looking for more on the bottom of turn number 4. He's got 2nd by a nose at the line. Danny Steele, number 12, gets underneath the 18 of Kyle Morris. He'll take over the 4th spot. NASCAR IndyCar's got a hot challenger of the 49 of Jason Albert, while Lucky Rowdy in the number 5 rounds out your field at the moment. JC still continues to lead the charge into turns 1 and 2 with 6 laps complete. Robbie Steele, number 7, sits there for 2nd quietly. Here comes Danny Steele underneath the 33 of Anthony Hurd going into turn number 3. He'll look to take 3rd. Kyle Morris now moves back to 5th as Jason Albert, the 49, has now moved up into the 5 spot. Danny Steele now takes 3rd as he's going to try to run down the 7 of Robbie Steele, his brother, but Robbie's going to try to see if he can reel in that gap of the 97 of JC that JC has created. As JC trying to keep pace and make sure there's no challengers. Meanwhile, the brothers battle for 2nd and 3rd. Danny underneath Robbie, going down the back straightaway in the turn number 3. Danny Steele gets underneath Robbie. He'll take over the 2 spot. Here comes NASCAR IndyCar. He's now moved up to 5th, looking for 4th underneath the 33 of Anthony Hurd. Hurd bobbles up in turn number 1. He's tried to get in that high side momentum, couldn't make it work. NASCAR IndyCar moves up to the 4th spot now. Here comes the 18 of Kyle Morris underneath the 49 of Jason Albert. Albert's gone backwards now all of a sudden, as Kyle Morris in the 18 now moves up to spot number 6, but Jason Albert's going to look for the crossover in turn number 1. Robbie and Danny Steele still doing battle side by side. We are now 9 laps remaining here in this race is Robbie Steele underneath the 12 of Danny Steele. He'll take back the 2 spot. JC has led every single lap of this race here in group number 2. Hasn't really had any challengers for that race lead. Maybe Robbie Steele will say otherwise in turn number 1. As he now bridges a gap between himself and his brother now, as NASCAR IndyCar tried something out in the number 48 machine. But here comes the 7 of Robbie Steele, getting closer and closer to the 97 of JC off turn number 4. Robbie Steele might have something for the 97 machine off turn number 2. As we're going to come around with 6 laps to go this time by when they cross the line. And right now it's still JC with the lead. Robbie Steele 2nd. Danny Steele for 3rd, but hot on his heels is the 48 of NASCAR IndyCar. Looking for the 3rd spot. He's got it off corner number 2. Put Danny Steele back to 4th. Anthony Hurd now moves up to the 5 spot, putting Jason Albert back to 6th. Kyle Morrison 7th, and Lucky Rowdy rounds out the remainder of your field. Robbie Steele, the number 7, I should say, with 5 to go. Seems like he's kept that consistent gap on the 97 of JC, but it seems like he can't get any closer. Danny Steele now takes over 3rd from the 48 machine. And this time off turn number 2, looks like Robbie Steele might have something for JC. Going into turn number 3. He's going to try to look to the bottom, of JC got the better run off the corner. Through turn number 1, JC shuts the door on Robbie Steele with 3 laps to go here. Off turn number 2, can JC hold him off and lead every single lap of this race? Robbie's trying to look lower and lower with each and every lap. How low can you go with the limbo style? Through turns 1 and 2, IndyCar looking underneath the 12 of Danny Steele, can't make something happen. Kyle Morris gets by the 33 of Anthony Hurd. He'll take over 5th. Side by side for third as we come to the white flag this time. Does Robbie Steele have anything left for the 97 of JC? Through turns 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. Final time, JC will go green to checkers, leading every single lap, and he'll win group number 2. Robbie Steele, NASCAR IndyCar, Danny Steele, Kyle Morris, Jason Albert, Anthony Hurd, and Lucky Rowdy complete the field. So don't forget, points earned from this round and the updated point standings will be posted at the very end. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the race here from Volusia, and we'll see you next time with XASCAR Racing, round number 4 at Fulton Speedway.